Thank you. Sir, am I audible? Sir, am I audible?
Sir, very much, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Oh, namaste, sir.
Namaste, 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 sir.
Raju garu, namaste. Yes.
Namaste, sir.
Sir, are you seeing my screen, sir? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. That's
Right, sir.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaste, sir. Nayak garu, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's sir. I just
Perfect, sir. Perfect, sir. Good evening, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
ఏం సార్ ఏం కావాలి సార్
Am I visible, sir?
Yes, sir. 100%, sir.
Namaskaram, sir. Namaskaram. Nayak garu.
సార్ నమస్కారం అండి.
Sir, sir.
So it's great privilege, sir. Subbarao garu Swarna ఉన్నారంటే ఆయన is the authority of surveying, is the boss of surveying in India.
Yeah, yeah.
సార్ సార్ మీరు అలా అంటే ఎలాగండి సార్?
Former Surveyor General, sir. Namaste. Former Surveyor General అంటే it is not a ordinary position. It's a proud privilege, sir. మీతో ఉండడం ఇక్కడ.
సార్ ఐ కాంట్ సే ఎనీథింగ్ సార్. మీరు మా గురువులా సార్. అలా
గురువు అవ్వచ్చు. No, I'm not talking to Subbarao garu. I'm not talking to Subbarao garu. I'm talking to Surveyor General of India.
Yes, 100% correct, sir. Good evening, sir.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అండి సార్.
సార్ బాగున్నారు సార్? సుబ్బారావు సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
బాగున్నానండి. మీరు ఎలా
ప్రొఫెసర్ రమణ సార్, ఫాస్ట్
సార్?
చైర్మన్
సార్
ఢిల్లీ ప్రెసిడెంట్ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సార్
మేము కనిపిస్తున్నాం సార్ సరిగ్గా?
ఎస్ సార్.
బ్రహ్మాండంగా ఉంది సార్.
సార్
సార్ నాయక్ గారు మమ్మల్ని
సార్
ఎక్కువ టైం బాధ పెట్టదలుచుకోలేదు. ఒక 15 నిమిషాలు తీసుకోవాలి
తప్పకుండా సార్, తప్పకుండా సార్.
సార్
సార్ టుడే మురళీకృష్ణ సార్ లుకింగ్ లైక్ ఏ మెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పార్లమెంట్ అండ్
ఎస్ అండి.
చాలా ఎంపీ అయింది సార్, రాజ్యసభ ఎంపీ లాగా ఉన్నారు సార్.
ఆయన ఆయన ఏమంటారండి, ఆయన గమనించలేదు బీజేపీ వాళ్ళు, లేకపోతే ఈ
Yeah, really, sir,
పార్టీ
really.
మెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రాజ్యసభ ఆర్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్.
తప్పకుండా సార్ పద్మశ్రీ కానీ రాజ్యసభ ఇవ్వాలి సార్. ఐఆర్ ప్రౌడ్ ఆఫ్ యూ.
sir.
డెఫినెట్లీ
Sir.
నెక్స్ట్ టైం యూఆర్ రికమెండింగ్ ఆనరబుల్ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ మోడీ సార్.
సార్
సార్ మీరు అందరూ ఏం చెప్పినా చేస్తాను సార్. అండ్
అవును సార్.
ఎక్కడన్నా ఉంటాను, ఎక్కడన్నా ఉన్నా కూడా మీ వాడి కిందే ఉంటాను అంతే.
సార్ వీఆర్
sir.
ప్రౌడ్ ఆఫ్ యూ సార్.
లేదండి సార్, నేను అర్థం ఏంటంటే దిస్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఈజ్ ఐడెంటిఫైయింగ్ పీపుల్ అండ్ టేకింగ్ దమ్ ఇన్ సార్. చాలా చోట్ల దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ దట్ సార్.
ఏం లేదు సార్, ఈ దేశంలో ఏంటంటే
సార్
ఒక్కడమే విడిగా ఉంటే ఏం పని చేయలేం.
అవునండి.
₹1 ఎక్కర్లా, ఏదో ఒక దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, ఒక భారం ఉండాలి. నువ్వు
sir.
పని
Yeah.
చెయ్యి అని ప్రభుత్వం చెప్పాలి మనకి. చెబితే
Yes, sir.
ఇప్పుడేం
Sir.
చేయొచ్చు. మనకు ₹1 ఎక్కర్ల జీతం, ప్రభుత్వం మనకి పెన్షన్ ఇస్తోంది.
సార్ సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఇంకో 2 minutes ఉంది కాబట్టి ఐ విల్ స్పీక్ టు యూ ఆన్ దిస్ సార్. అబౌట్ అంటే దాదాపు లాస్ట్ 1 year నుంచి ఐ వాజ్ ఇన్ యూఎస్ సార్ విత్ మై డాటర్.
ఎక్సలెంట్.
మధ్యలో
ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడున్నారు?
ఇప్పుడు హైదరాబాదేనండి.
అయితే కలుద్దాం త్వరలోనే. నేను
సార్ అయితే ఐ హ్యాడ్ అన్ ఐడియా అండ్ ఐ స్పోక్ టు సంబడి ఇన్ బీజేపీ ఓన్లీ సార్.
ఓకే.
మేబీ ద సెకండ్ రంగ్ లీడర్షిప్ వాళ్ళండి. I
Yes.
told them that there are many people like us, see, who are
Right.
retired and who has lot of experience in many areas, and
Yeah.
we are
Yeah.
willing to do anything for the party without any expectation అండి
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
సార్. అంటే అప్పుడైతే దే వాంటెడ్ మీ టు కమ్ బ్యాక్ సార్. ఢిల్లీ రండి మాట్లాడదాం అది అన్నారు. ఐ కుడ్ డూ ఇట్ సార్. వన్స్ అగైన్ దే గాట్ ఇన్ టచ్ విత్ మీ. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చాను అనగానే నేను ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ కపుల్ ఆఫ్ వీక్స్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ఢిల్లీ సార్. దెన్ మాట్లాడతానండి సార్.
People like you should recommend his name, sir, compulsory.
తప్పకుండా అండి, అదే అంటున్నాను కానీ సార్. అంటే దిస్ ఇస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వేస్ వేర్ వీ కెన్ గెట్ ఇన్ టచ్ విత్ దెమ్ అండ్ దెన్ నోట్ ఇస్ ఎల్ నో సార్. ఢిల్లీలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరూ ఇలా అవుతున్నారంటే కారణం ఏం లేదండి. అండ్ తిరిగి దొరికితే వెళ్ళి అక్కడ నిలబడతాడండి, విచ్ వీ కాంట్ డూ సార్.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Delhi is
sir.
such a place to develop our academically, politically, socially, in all aspects.
సార్ నైదర్ వీల్ డూ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ అండి. అక్కడ ఉండి వాడి ఇంటి వెనక 10 రోజులు తిరిగి సాధిస్తే ఏముందండి అని వాళ్ళు పిలిచి తీసుకెళ్ళాలి.
Rama Madam joined, sir. Rama Madam, good evening, Rama Madam.
శివకిరణ్ గారు, మేజర్ శివకిరణ్ గారు,
Sir, good evening, sir. It's an honor to meet you and see you after a long time. Privilege, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for.
శివకిరణ్ గారు సైలెంట్ వర్కర్, బట్ ఈజ్ ఏ మా ఫ్రెండ్, క్లోజ్ ఫ్రెండ్ జిఎస్
Rama
కుమార్.
Madam joined.
ఈజ్ ఇన్కార్నేషన్ ఆఫ్ జిఎస్ కుమార్, రిప్రజెంటింగ్ హిమ్ ఫుల్లీ.
Jyotirama.
Sir, good evening, sir. I am Dr. Sarveshwar Rao.
Okay.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అండి.
Nice to meet you all.
యా సార్.
నమస్తే సర్వేశ్వర.
Pass it, pass.
డాక్టర్ రమా గారు నమస్తే.
Namaste,
Rama
sir.
Madam,
Namaste. Namaste, Ramanarek, sir.
Namaste, Anna. Sorry, Dr. Rama Madam, namaste, sir.
Bhavana, sir. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Namaste.
Namaste,
Good
sir.
evening to all, sir.
Namaste. How are you?
Rajesh గారికి professor.
ఆకేళ్ళ సర్వేశ్వరరావు గారు.
Yeah.
Namaskaram, Rama Madam.
Namaste,
Good evening,
namaste
sir.
to all of you.
Sir, Namaskaram, sir.
Namaste, namaste.
నమస్కారం సార్, నమస్కారం. మండవ గారికి నమస్కారాలు, మండవ రాష్ట్ర గారికి.
ఆల్మోస్ట్ టైం.
Let us start. 10 minutes. రెండుదా సార్?
whenever they say that somebody must be coordinating the activity. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir. Professor Ramana Naik garu.
Good evening, Chairman sir. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
చైర్మన్ గారు, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. చైర్మన్ గారు,
Sarveshwar Rao.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అండ్ అందరికీ నమస్కారం. బిఫోర్ వి స్టార్ట్,
Namaskaram, sir.
ఆదినారాయణ గారు, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
Good evening, sir. ISN Raju, sir.
Good evening, sir. Dr.
Good
Aryan, sir.
evening. Good evening, Andy. Good evening.
Dr. Aryan, sir. Good evening.
Namaskaram.
Sir, namaskaram, sir. Namaskaram, sir. Mandava Rajeshwar Rao garu. మా ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అన్ని అటెండ్ అవుతుంటారు సార్.
నమస్కారం అండి.
నమస్తే సార్.
సర్జన్ గారు నమస్కారం సార్. సర్వేశ్వర రావు.
నమస్తే. నమస్తే సార్.
శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు, వరుణ్ శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు, నమస్కారాలు. కింద సార్ హుస్సేన్ సార్. Let us start, sir. Chairman sir.
ఎస్ సార్.
Let's
సార్
go. What remains?
సెక్రటరీ గారు లేరా?
Let's start the round. Chairman sir. మన సెక్రటరీ గారు జాయిన్ కంటుంది. రత్న సార్.
రత్నం గారు,
సెక్రటరీ సార్ రాలే.
శ్రీనివాస్,
Hello. సర్వడి. ఇది అసీనా చదివి నీ తర్వాత. ప్రోగ్రామ్.
శ్రీనివాస్,
ప్రోగ్రామ్ షెడ్యూల్ నీ తర్వాత. జాయిన్ నీ చదవలేదు. శ్రీరామ్ అది ఫస్ట్ పేజ్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్. మురళీకృష్ణ సార్.
నమస్తే. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
జాయితురా
సుబ్బయ్య గారు గుణం.
సార్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
జాయిన్ సార్. సెక్రటరీ గారు జాయిన్ ఇన్ 2 minutes.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్.
డాక్టర్ పిఎస్ నాగు సార్. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
ఏఎన్ రావు గారు, పిఎస్ నాగ్ గారు, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
Good evening, sir.
జాయిన్
కరుణాకర్ గారు నమస్తే సార్.
సార్. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్. నమస్తే.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. This is
Nagar.
Jendra Pradhan
Namaste.
from Kathmandu, Nepal.
ఓ ప్రణామ్ సార్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
People from Nepal are also coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Pradhan. He is one of the directors of Nepal Engineering College.
Oh, great, sir.
I'm
Nice,
visiting
sir.
him next week.
Nice, sir. Good topic. Thank you for the organizers.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
కూడా పూజ రూమ్ తలుపులు లేదు, గ్లాస్ లేదు.
కొంచెం లోలో పెట్టుకో.
అన్ని గంటలు ఉంటాయి. అదే అదే అది అది ఆ ఓల్డ్ టైపు గంట.
హలో సార్, వెంకట సుబ్బయ్య గారు.
సార్
నమస్కారం సార్. నమస్తే సార్.
బాగున్నారా?
సెక్రటరీ గారు గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
రెడీ సార్ మేము.
రాంబాబు గారు నమస్తే అండి. వచ్చారు మీద.
నమస్తే సార్.
మై
స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం సార్.
రవీంద్రనాథ్ జొన్న గారు, మా ఫ్రెండ్ రవీంద్రనాథ్ జొన్న గారు.
సార్.
లెట్ us start సార్.
సార్.
సెక్రటరీ గారు
Start.
నమస్కారం. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
వెంకట సుబ్బయ్య గారు
స్టార్ట్.
సార్ స్టార్ట్ చేయండి సార్.
స్టార్ట్ చేయమంటారా?
స్టార్ట్ చేయండి సార్. అందరూ ఓకే.
సార్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ టు వన్ అండ్ ఆల్ సార్.
Good evening, sir.
హలో.
స్టార్ట్ చేయండి సార్. ఓకే.
ఇవన్నీ కొంచెం డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉంది సార్. ఎవరిదో వాయిస్ వస్తుంది.
అడ్మిట్ కండి. కర్ణాకర్ అడ్మిట్ కండి. అందరూ అడ్మిట్ కండి ప్లీజ్.
సార్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ టు వన్ అండ్ ఆల్. సార్ దెర్ ఈస్ సార్ సార్ నౌ కుడ్ ఏబుల్ టు హియర్ మీ సార్?
ఎస్
Hello?
ఎస్ సార్. Yes, sir.
I can.
Now it's very clear, sir. Good evening to one and all, sir. Today we are going to have the National Survey Day 2025. The theme is surveying technology in deep tech era. On the contemporary topic is contemporary trends in surveying, sir. I request Venkat Subbaya Garu to preside over the meeting. I also invite some of the few people who are here, sir. Subbarao Garu Swarna is the former surveyor general of Survey of India, sir. He is the keynote speaker for today. Dr. Radnarayan Garu, P.S. Nagu Garu, Dr. Eman Garu, Gangaraju Malampalli Garu, Karunakar Reddy Garu, Krishna Garu, Shivkiran Garu, Ravindrannath Garu, Dr. Ramna Naik Banat Garu, Rajeshwarrao Mandava Garu, Satish Kumar Garu, Srinivas Garu, Vanam Srinivas, and Mohammad Maji Sharif. With this, now I request the Chairman of Institute of Engineers, G. Venkat Subbaya Garu, to preside over the meeting, sir. ISM Raj Garu also I acknowledge the presence of ISN Raju garu also.
ప్రొఫెసర్ మురళీకృష్ణ గారు కూడా ఉన్నారండి.
Murli Krishna, Ayanki Murli Krishna garu, yes sir. Ayanki Murli Krishna garu, yes sir. And Akele Sarveshwar Rao garu also, sir. Akele Sarveshwar Rao garu.
నమస్కారం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్ డాక్టర్ కె సీతారాం బాబు గారు. రెస్పెక్టెడ్ చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ ప్రొఫెసర్ డాక్టర్ మురళీకృష్ణ అయ్యంకి FIE, ఫార్మర్ డాక్టర్ రాజా రామన్న DRDO డిస్టింగ్విష్డ్ ఫెలో గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా, ప్రొఫెసర్ అండ్ డైరెక్టర్ R&D JN టెక్నాలజికల్ యూనివర్సిటీ హైదరాబాద్, అడ్జంక్ట్ ప్రొఫెసర్ ఏషియన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ టెక్నాలజీ బ్యాంకాక్, and keynote speaker Dr. S. Subbarao, former Surveyor General, Survey of India. My colleagues, the Engineer D. Rama, MIE, Joint Honorary Secretary, IA Telangana State Center, and convener of the today's event. Dr. ISN Raju, Council Member, IEI, Professor Dr. Ramna Nayak, past Chairman and Committee Member, IA Telangana State Center. Akela Sarveshwar garu, Dr. Radhanarayana, Dr. PS Nagu, Dr. Iman Alam Raus, Gangarazu, Karnagar Reddy, Madhuri, Major Sivakiran, Ravindranath, Rajini, and Mandava Rajeswar Rao garu, and all the invitees. Good evening to all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Chairman sir, Dr. Pradhan from Nepal is there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Pradhan garu from Nepal, so particularly he attended. Thank you very much, sir. And good evening to all of you. Today I feel it is a great privilege and honor to be amidst this August gathering and extend a warm and hearty welcome to the chief guest, keynote speaker, and all of you to this important day, that is National Survey Day. Today I am very happy to be associated with this memorable event. 10th April is celebrated as Survey Day throughout the country. Not only in Survey of India, but all the state governments and the union territories celebrate this day in a befitting manner. This day has a special significance in the history of surveying, as it is on this day that Major William Lambton started the GTS, means Great Trigonometrical Survey, and the work of measurement of Great Arc from the Cape Cameron to Bangalore on 10th April 1802 by measuring a baseline near observatory at Madras, and later extended the arc to further north to Himalayas, to be very precise, to Binang in Mussoorie Hills. The work was carried on through a variety of tough terrain constituting of steep hills, wide and deep rivers, dense jungles infested with wild animals, insects, and above all, deadly mosquitoes, as there were no chemical sprays available to kill those, especially in jungles. First, to visualize such an arc connecting distant points through an unknown track, difficult to trespass, and then measure it on ground, surpassing all difficulties, was a immense task. In the process, more people died than even in any of the wars. Hats off to persons who carried out such a stupendous task with courage, dedication, and devotion, without bothering about the obstacle they had to face
You
at
got
their
that?
own lives. Through maps and sketches, which are available right from the inception of human beings in different parts of the world, but to correlate them with other regions was a big problem. It is Survey of India who produced a variety of maps on different scales and showed how to correlate them to meet the requirements of users. But there is a basic requirement of control which binds all together, so that maps, though on different scales and covering a variety of terrain, could be viewed under one perspective to provide a desired picture of the area. What Major Lambton started on 10th April 1802 was a geodetic control which became the base of surveying in India later. 10th April is generally kept an open day by the Survey of India and state survey departments, where they supply all the information about maps and show how a map is made and how much of effort is involved in its production, and demonstrate the latest techniques adopted by the Survey of India in this direction. So GPS and laser beams have made the control work and surveying simpler, but need lot of technique and precision besides security measures to ensure that the data don't fall in wrong hands, as slightest lapse may do more damage than good. Maps are required by everyone for day-to-day life, and their use can make their life easy and better. Maps should be used in every walk of life for its smooth functioning. No wonder the system of GPS fitted in cars and other vehicles not only guides one to the destination but gives shortest route. The greatest advantage is of knowing the location of the vehicle in which it is fitted, so that necessary help assistance could be rendered as and when required. So today's chief guest will deliver on the theme Surveying Technology in Deep Tech Era, and keynote speaker will deliver the topic on contemporary trends in surveying. So on behalf of the Telangana State Center of IEI and on my own behalf, I once again extend a hearty welcome to the chief guest, Professor Dr. Murali Krishna Iyenki, FIE, former Dr. Raja Ramanna, DRDO Distinguished Fellow, and keynote speaker Dr. Subbarao, former Surveyor General, Survey of India, and all of you to this important event. Thank you, one and all. Now I request Dr. D. Rama, convener of the event, to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. S. Subbarao.
Chairman Sahab.
Sir.
Chairman Sahab, I can read. Rama Madam with CM program, I can read.
Okay, sir. Yeah, now I request Professor Dr. Ramana Nayak Garu to introduce our keynote speaker.
Thank you,
Okay,
Chairman Sahab. Thank you once again, Chairman Sahab, to give opportunity to introduce my guru, our chief guest today, Professor Dr. Murali Krishna V. Iyenki Garu. Sir, Professor Murali Krishna.
Subbarao Garu, the keynote speaker. First, I think.
No, Chairman Sahab, shall I go through Subbarao, sir? Shall I go through?
No, Subbarao. Sir, first Subbarao.
Okay. So once again, thanks to Chairman Sahab to give opportunity to introduce and read of Dr. Subbarao Garu, Swarna Subbarao Garu, former Surveyor General of India. Sir, career is Dr. Subbarao sir retired as a surveyor for mapping and geospatial professional with 34 years of experience, encompassing all distincts of the geospatial technology in developing a geospatial strategy for Survey of India and other related ministries within the Government of India. Dr. has led Survey of India as a Surveyor General from 2010 to 2017. He has excellent board of management skills with the experience in the client management, business analysis, project management, strategy consulting, studies, design, development, and management of surveying and GIS database, review of the special data framework policies, develop special analysis techniques and technology, including the survey application development for major government partners in India. He has led several multi-million-dollar national mapping projects for Government of India. As a Surveyor General of India, Dr. Rao has led several delegations to Pakistan, Myanmar, Bhutan, Nepal for talks of international boundaries between the India and neighboring countries successfully. Dr. Rao's capacity as a Director General in Andhra Pradesh Geospatial Data Center in 2001 to 2010, and then as Surveyor General of India has served an expert court's witness at the Honorable Supreme Court of India, the highest court of India, for various land and boundaries disputes, including state government and the mining sector in some politically very sensitive cases. He has personally led and carried extensively field of work along with the revenue officers of states of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka, help of the Supreme Court. Dr. Rao has authored several national and international books and the survey field of special complex survey and appointment of international national committees, chairman of Government of India National Natural Resource Management Systems Subcommittee on Cartography, co-chairman Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, sponsored Geospatial Chair number 1 in Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, 2 in Anna University, Chennai, 3 Dr. Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad, Maharashtra, and 4 in Central University, Hyderabad, University of Hyderabad. Sir, Chairman of the National Geophysics Facility, Chairman Project Advisory Committee, Department of Science and Technology, Remote Koleru Lake in Andhra Pradesh, Member of DISEL, and Chairman of National Special Data Infrastructure, Government of India, 2001-17. Sir hails from bachelor degree from a prestigious university, Usmania University, College of Engineering, Civil Engineering in 1980, Master of Technology, Transport Engineering from NIT Warangal, Engineering College Warangal, and doctorate from a prestigious University of Andhra University, Department of Geoengineering, and got gold medal. He has awarded gold medal. Affiliation of Fellow in Andhra Pradesh Academy of Sciences, 2012, life member of presently Honored President and life member of Indian National Cartography Association of India, life member Institute of Engineers India, life member Indian Society of Geomatics India, member of Indian Meteorological Society. Sir, having a lot of biota is award of gold medal for Doctor of Philosophy, enter geophysical analysis, morphological characteristic process dynamics in hazard volatility in Andhra Pradesh, Coast India. Andhra Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, India. Lifetime Achievement Award from India Geography Association of in year 2013. Sir, completed a number of 500 survey engineering courses, studied apart from application of OU 88 in 1987. Sir, having biota is more than 20 pages, sir. So shortcut, I am coming to sir is a Professor August 2020 Survey of India and several projects in Government of India and here. So, sir, I am really proud of sir as a Usmanian and also a FI fellow. Present engagements advisor to Union Publishing Commission, Government of India since 2019. Sir is adjunct professor in Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad, honorary since 2018. Visiting professor, National Institute of Technology, Warangal, Telangana, India since 2018. Member state level monitoring committee, YS Jagannatha Swatantra Bhuvakulas Maritu Suraksha Pathakam. Advisor to Revolutionary Project of Government of Tamil Nadu. Sir guided so many BTech and MTech students. And with this, I am requesting, thank you, sir. Your biota is highly appreciable, sir. It's a great pleasure to thank you, sir. Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you, sir, Ramana Garu. Now I request our keynote speaker, Subbarao Garu, to present his lecture. Sir.
Namaskaram and good evening to all.
So, good evening, sir.
Yeah, and I am surprised about my introduction. I never thought that it will run into such a long thing. And if I am 10% of what was spoken about me, I think I'll be very happy about it. Coming to today's topic about the contemporary trends in surveying in the present technological era, I would like to start with a little bit of history of surveying and then how the technology evolved and where we are today and in what direction it is likely to go. Now, coming to the history of Survey of India, most of you may be surprised to know that the first surveyor in the history of world probably is also from India. That was long ago, probably Dr. Murali Krishna may remember. We wanted to know in INCA conference, in Indian National Cartographic Association meeting, they wanted to set up one what you call memorial lecture or something like that, or maybe a we call something to. They wanted to know who the first surveyor or on whose name we should start that. So when some research was done, finally it came out that the first surveyor in the world was Todarmal, who was in Akbar's court. He was the first person who has done some surveying in a scientific way. It was absolutely for the sake of collecting taxes. Probably Akbar might have thought that randomly I am collecting something and I am losing a lot of money. So he has entrusted that particular job to Todarmal so that he has rationalized in a rationalized way. He came out with some crude methodology of making it a bit scientific, and then they came out with that. That was the first surveyor that we have. Then even I was surprised today until my retirement, before my retirement in 2017, which was the 250th year of Survey of India, we organized a big event, a big 1 or 3 days event, I don't remember. A very big event was organized. And in that, during that time, I inquired, and even my colleagues from the other countries also, everybody told me that Survey of India is the second oldest scientific department in the country. But today, when I Googled it, I am surprised to know that Survey of India is the oldest scientific department in the world as on today. The first scientific department established by East India Company, not even the British government. Even British government came into India before that itself. Survey of India came into existence. That was in 1767. And again, it's a matter of, you'll be surprised to know that in the preamble of Survey of India's establishment document or something like that, it was mentioned that Survey of India was set up to help consolidate and expand the territories of the East India Company. The very purpose of this organization, even the profession, that time there was only one organization that had control over this profession, the Survey of India. So was to expand the territories of East India Company. It is only to acquire more land, acquire more states, countries, etc. With that kind of a intention, it was started. But fortunately, Survey of India has done a good job even during under the British rule, where we have probably, as it was mentioned earlier, that the Great Arc measurement was one of the greatest feats of mankind. Somewhere it was mentioned, probably, I don't remember. It was considered to be one of the greatest civil engineering feats in the history of mankind. That is a measurement of Great Arc, which ran for about 60 years, starting from Chennai in Madras to further north of Dehradun, near Mussoorie, another 40 kilometers it went. Okay. Then later, during the British rule also, Survey of India has done very well. It has it had to develop the technology as well. And during that time, Survey of India, when probably in 1767, when it was started, there was hardly any technology. Gradually, they went on developing the technology for the work that is required. One of the best examples probably I could give is that as the measurement, angular measurement was done by using these magnetic compasses probably at that time, and then the theodolite, the manufacturers were not so good. So one of the surveyor generals, I don't remember his name, an Englishman, he went to England, he personally supervised and got the great theodolites done. His own person was there. Later, he produced another, totally 6 great theodolites were produced. So this kind of thing was there, like along with, along with the work, along with that, even the technology had to be developed. There were no tools. Tools are to be created, tested, and then adopted. That is what we were doing until almost, say, even 1960s or 40s or so. Then the very first surveys were undertaken professionally by Survey of India, where we call it a blank PT. Like all of you are engineers, you understand. It is only a blank sheet, a blank drawing sheet mounted on a drawing board, and with the help of alidate. In a normal engineering college, we call it alidate. In Survey of India, it is known as site rule. With that, and with crude instruments like magnetic compass, and then Survey of India clinometer, these kind of very crude instruments, we used to do the survey and do the mapping also right on the field. In the field itself, the map used to get produced, and then it was brought in. And that is how even the 1:1 mile mapping series, which was concluded almost in 1930s or so, that was done, which even today is very, very accurate to that particular scale. If you see, those maps are so accurate, and that I can tell you the best example from my own experience. I was doing triangulation in Srikakulam district in the agency area, Gumalakshmipuram area, where I used to go into those hills. And in those hills, a pack track was marked on the map, which I was carrying. The pack track is a track which is used by the cattle. They used to drive the cattle in that, using that particular pack track to take them to the fodder and bring them back in the evening. Even that particular one was also so accurately mapped. So that is the kind of mapping that was done with the crude technology, but the commitment was very, very great. Then slowly during, 1 minute, please. Later, around the years I can't say. During the First World War, an experiment on an experimental basis, it was tested by somebody. I can give you the name here, who is known as a, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Yeah. A French military engineer by name Aime Lasdat. He has experimented with the photographs taken from the plane for mapping, for using in topographic mapping in 1851. He has used only hand-drawn images, and later they were converted into maps and all. He is considered to be the father of photogrammetry for his pioneering work in this particular field. But that led to the further, further research in that area, and then later it was almost proved. It proved that the photographs taken from the aircraft can be used for producing the maps. Around 1860s, the concept of stereophotogrammetry came into picture. Then once the stereophotogrammetry came in, the 3D models were made. From then onwards, the photogrammetry also, it got developed very, very fast. On the other hand, the other aspect of the survey, the control work, was also being carried out simultaneously, but it was sort of only, it limited to the theodolite, use of theodolite, and then making a very accurate base. Even the bases using Invar tapes and all, they were Invar steel tapes. They were sort of brought into use after inventing them. And then slowly, even the control work was also made very, very accurately. The accuracy of control work and the measurement using triangulation can be sort of understood by the fact that when the height of Mount Everest was measured during the Great Arc, based on that, even today, the height measured using the latest technology, the latest GPS or any other equipment, it doesn't vary by more than a feet, more than 12. That is the kind of accuracy we could achieve during those days. Then, as the 3D models, the stereophotogrammetry became more and more popular, the technology has developed substantially. And by 1960s, by 1930s, in the other countries, it was very popular. And by 1960, Survey of India, it adopted the photogrammetry technology. And then by around 70s or 75, I would say Survey of India was as good as any other country in the world with respect to the photogrammetry. In 89, I had the opportunity to run a photogrammetric unit, and we were doing extremely good work, and even the production rate, etc., they were also very great. See, this is the kind of, slowly the technology was moving in that way. And then around after 90s, see, since 80s itself, I think the remote sensing imagery sort of came into the market. And then probably until high resolution satellite imagery came into the existence, came into sort of became available to us, it was not being used in survey very well. And another reason was also that, at least in Survey of India, there was a strong belief that remote sensing imagery is not fit for survey. Our people used to say that it doesn't have the metric quality. Metric quality is you can't make any measurement based on that. But later it was proved to be wrong, which was a good thing. And then the satellite imagery was also brought in place of photographs, air photographs. And this led to a revolutionary change. Earlier, Survey of India has also done adopted and done some work in the remote sensing area, where in 1966 itself, Survey of India has established an Institute of Photo Interpretation in Dehradun, which was later transferred to Department of Space. So with this, the impact of photogrammetry was such that on that survey field, that earlier whatever used to take years, now with the photogrammetric techniques, the field work got reduced to probably 10 to 20% of the load. Due to that reason, we could complete the 1:50,000 mapping very, very fast. When 1:1 mile mapping took maybe 40, 50 years or more than that, 1:50,000 mapping took only 25 years or so. And then we went for further, we could go for 1:25,000, and that is where Survey of India has stopped. And then alongside, before in the year 90s itself, in the measurement side also, there was a technological development that all of you are aware, that is the total station. Earlier, prior to 90s, say in the years 70s and 80s, the measurement, for the accurate measurement, the survey equipment that got into existence was the EDM, electronic distance measurement, is the equipment. There, you put a target, and based on the Doppler's effect formula, the machine used to calculate the distance. Distance was calculated separately. Measurement of angles were done separately. And then we used to make a computation for the triangulation. Then later, subsequently, a good development has taken place. Both these things have been integrated, where a total station got maybe the size was changed a little bit during those days, and a chip was introduced into that. A small microchip was introduced, which used to calculate the distances based on the EDM, electronic distance measurement equipment, which was also put into the theodolite, which was called the total station. Like total station is nothing but a integration of theodolite as well as the electronic distance measurement equipment. Then fortunately, the accuracy levels have also gone up substantially because of this. And thirdly, even the total station, when it was introduced, it was known as only a control instrument. Control instrument in the sense, you can make an observation of one station or two stations or three stations, like in a triangulation. In triangulation, what we make is, we select 3 distant points, we make measurement, and then we start computing and arrive at the results. But total station, due to the growth of computerization and making the memory, the computer memory or the digital memory available into a smaller and smaller devices, the total memory of a total station has also gone up substantially. With this, what happened was, the total station, the equipment which was meant for a control work, has turned into a detailed survey instrument. Like instead of, say, having 200, 300 points earlier at the first generation of total station, today probably they can have maybe 10,000 points in one shot, in one memory device that they put in the total station. That way, there was a lot of conversion in that. And the third area where a lot of development was there, parallelly, all these went parallelly, was the GPS. GPS, geopositional system, is one development that has given an immense boost to the field of survey. Earlier, to get control, the control work was was done by using triangulation, and to establish one control point in an area, we used to have to start our observation sometimes from a distance of 100 kilometers also. You have to find a nearest triangulation station, and then from there you start observing and come and finally make observation on the point you require, and that used to be the case. But today, all of you are aware that our mobiles itself, they give you so much of accuracy. If you have a good mobile, a smartphone, it gives you the coordinates of the point where you are standing, which was probably we never thought when we were doing triangulation in 80s and 90s, it was not even sort of, we couldn't even imagine that a device would come like this. And this has given again an immense immense boost to the field of surveying. And then in 2000, further development was that earlier also, as I said, the technology was adopted into survey, it was developed and things were going on. And then even the computerization came in around 80s itself. We started in other countries by 80s, probably they were neck deep into digital mapping, but around 80s, Survey of India has adopted digital mapping. The maps were converted into a digital form, which is probably a move. It was a huge step for the field of survey. The reason was that, one was that earlier the mapping, use of maps were limited when it was hard copy. You have to have a hard copy of the map. Over that, I have done some work in that direction also when I was doing MTech. Put a Survey of India map on the table, put a tracing paper on that, and you start tracing the details that you require, and then you do your exercise. Like we used to draw roads, road junctions, etc., and they take it out. See, we couldn't do even the color separation. You don't want any detail, you couldn't take it off. You could put extra details that through using a tracing paper. But the digital mapping gave an immense boost because here we could put all the details in as many layers as possible. That was a real, push that has given to the digital mapping, into the mapping field. Okay. Then, the third one was that the speed of computers, the memory of computers, the cache memory and the RAM, ROM, etc., all these memories, they have also contributed so much to the improvement of survey field. For an example, I'll tell you, I was in Jabalpur in year 1989. In 89, we used to do some work. Our R&B, research and development branch of Dehradun, they used to come to my unit to run a triangulation program that was known as PAT-M4. That was a program written by ITC Netherlands people, and we used to use it for doing the triangulation exercise. That itself, that exercise on the computer used to take 10 to 12 hours. In the night, those people used to come, switch on the computer, load the program and all, and then they used to wait and pray that the power will not go off. Because during those days, even the power used to go off regularly. So if the power doesn't go, by tomorrow morning, you have the result. Today, the same exercise, it takes hardly few minutes, not even minutes. If you have a high-end computer, probably it may be reduced to less than a minute. See, these are all the things that have contributed immensely to the development of survey field. And on the other side, see, not only technology-wise, this improvement of technology has made the basic work of surveying, understanding of surveying also very easy. Earlier, if you see my seniors, some of my seniors in Survey of India, they used to say that surveying is a field, it is sort of a very, a very sort of secrecy. They used to say that it is only we can do it. No one else can do it. Okay. See, that kind of nonsense, I would say, today we can't say. Today, the technology has so developed that Survey of India, which was a national agency, today they can't even take up certain work. They don't need to do it because there are n number of people in the market who are willing to do it, who are ready to do it, and who are ready to do it at a faster pace and at a much lesser cost. See, these are the developments that have really contributed to the growth of the survey. And then GPS. Yeah. And the growth of GPS also is moving to a fact that earlier, I think it was in the year 2000, earlier, the US government used to introduce an intentional error called selective availability into the GPS observations. It is through the, probably through the satellite signal itself that used to come. If you use a GPS here in India, it used to give you an erroneous observation, which was sort of used to create some problems. We had to apply corrections and all. Later, this degradation of accuracy was withdrawn by the American government in the year 2000. This has further added to the, what I say, the faster growth of surveying, to the faster growth of GPS and all. In the GPS also, if you see earlier, we used to have GPS, a standalone GPS, then it became a DGPS, differential geopositional system, where you put a mother station, and then that mother station could control maybe 20 to 30 kind of, what I say, other theodolites, which was known as kinematic mode, which were known as rovers. And with that, we used to get improved accuracy. Now further, probably around 2010 onwards, the system, of course, continuously operated reference system, or VRS, virtual reference system, came into existence. I think it came into existence before 2010 itself, because in 2012 itself, I have seen in other countries that is being used there. Of course, now fortunately in India, today we have that system available in some states, and some states are yet to get that particular system for their use. This continuously operated system is a system where the GPS towers are established by the government, and those towers, they emit signals continuously, and the user can receive those signals using a small equipment like a standalone GPS or even a smartphone. Using some apps, you can use even a smartphone also, and get necessary accuracy and get necessary coordinates or necessary data, the control data or whatever the data you want, from your own phone itself. So this is a very big boost, I would say. This has led to the, what I say, the other development in the market, like the self-driven vehicles. Self-driven vehicles of Tesla, they run on this only. The GPS receiver in the car, it receives signals from the Quartz network, and it makes corrections continuously based on that. Okay, and in Europe and some other countries also, in Australia also I've seen, it is that they do even the agriculture based on this. The tractor is connected to your laptop or a device like that, where the tractor, it runs and it is controlled by the device like a laptop, which takes the signals from all this, and it gives the complete, what I say, something like a flight plan, maybe a tilling plan or something to the tractor, and it controls it. So these kind of extreme, what I say, very useful developments have taken place in the recent past. And then again, with the photogrammetry has become so popular, with the, what you call, the digital photogrammetry has developed very fast, and it has become so popular that today, the photogrammetry, earlier we used to take the air survey, send an aircraft with a high-end camera, with a large focal length camera, take the photographs and do that. Today, that is reduced to sending a small drone into the, fly a small drone, get your data, and then process it. The drones have also, if you see, they became popular for one reason. See, without the photogrammetric software and the photogrammetry things, what I say, have they not developed to this extent, it was not possible for the drones also to do that. Earlier, if you go by the conventional or earlier methods of photogrammetry, we used to take a pair of photographs. Okay, you connect the entire, what I say, a huge number of them, make a composite, and then in that again, when you carry out the actual stereo photogrammetry exercise, you take a pair and then create the 3D data extraction and then go to the next pair and all. See, today, all these exercises are done so fast that the drones, they take more than 1,000 photographs per square kilometer. Okay, when the drone flies slow, or when you want to take maybe 5 GSD or 3 GSD pictures, they come to more than 1,000 per square kilometer. If I were to process 1,000 air photographs in the year 1980, it would have taken me a 2-year program. And today, it is hardly a day's program. That also due to the speed of the computers and other things that has become possible. Okay. And these developments, they have put, they made other impact also on the general scenario where surveying is used for other engineering exercises and other things. See, for an example, if you see, because the drones have become so popular and digital photogrammetry also has become so popular today, that today all the state governments are in a position to do their own work. Own work in the sense, as you all know, today since I think around 60s, Survey of India stopped taking up the revenue survey mapping. Earlier, it was the responsibility of Survey of India, but I think around 60s, Survey of India stopped that responsibility and it became a state subject. The states, they carry out their own revenue mapping. That Survey and Settlement Department used to do the revenue mapping, that village maps and all are produced by them. Today, they are in a position to do this using the drone technology. They don't need to depend on any kind of technical assistance from Survey of India other than the course network. If the course network is running properly, then it helps their, their data extraction from the drone also. But otherwise also, they can do that, only a little extra effort. See, that way, it has made an impact on that. For the other engineering exercises, if you see, say you want NHAI, NHAI also has got a list of contractors who are using drones only. There are n number of railways. Railways today are using not only the drone technology, they are using the LiDAR, terrestrial LiDAR, for their mapping exercise. See, this way, these kind of developments have really, brought in lot many changes into the survey field, and it made survey field, a very adoptable and acceptable thing to the people. And then GIS. See, even though GIS was it was known and practiced prior to even 80s also, I think in some countries. In India, we started speaking about the GIS, the real exercise of GIS probably started in maybe from 2000 onwards, as I know. I remember. Because even Survey of India has done the first GIS project, that is DSSDI, Delhi State Spatial Data Infrastructure Project. In the year 2008, we have started it, and 2012 or 13, we have delivered that. Until then, no GIS project of such magnitude was done in this country, as I know. Maybe sporadically, one or two here and there, people would have done. But beyond that, it was not so. And then, believe me, I took charge as Surveyor General in 2010. And initially, it was my job to meet people and say that we are there. Survey of India, by the year 2010, we lost our, I don't say identity. People thought that Survey of India doesn't do much, or they are not, they have their own job, they are not there to help us. But I used to meet everybody. I went to several departments, met several people, and I used to say, we are there to help you. And that is where I started speaking about GIS, and then we started introducing GIS into the other departments. Today, if you see in Government of India, there are many agencies that have adopted GIS, and they are going very strong on that. In many areas, if you speak to, any senior officer in Delhi, it has become a catchword. See, if you speak any project of GIS, mein kar sakte hai kya? This is the way. See, even Delhi police, generally what we think is, police, they don't adopt any technology so easily. Okay, even the Delhi police today, they in their own police control room, they have one of our servers there and a connection into DSSDI project. Okay, and then with the Department of Water Resources, Survey of India is doing one project known as NHP3, National Hydrology Project 3, where again part of it is being introduced. It is being done in GIS, using GIS technology. This way, a lot of awareness has come. And today, in at least I'm sure in the government sector, especially in the central government, the awareness is very high. Even in the state governments also, many governments have realized the importance of GIS and they have adopted it, and they are going by that. And all these technologies which I have mentioned, like the CORD system, from GPS to, from triangulation, I would say, from mere triangulation, we have jumped into court system today. And then on the computer side, earlier there was no computers at all. Today we have very high-end computers for mapping exercise and all. Even printing also, a lot of other developments took place. And then taking photography, we have UAVs, that is the drone. All these have added and really put the survey profession in a very high, technologically high platform. This has given, and this has given sort of, as I said, immense boost to the industry, survey industry, and the government role also. Frankly, Government of India and other governments, until recently, they have not promoted the survey technology as they should have done earlier. There are certain, probably, personally, I feel the reasons are more personal and technical, in the sense that if you make, say, if you do a GIS project for the property tax for a city, there is no escape from that. See, everybody has to pay the tax. And you know, in this country, most of the politicians, they survive on encouraging evasion of tax, evasion of electricity bills, etc. only. That could be one of the reasons why it was not accepted. But today, the things are changing very fast and it is going on. And the second one is the map policy of Government of India. Until recently, say, I would say 2018 or so, until my retirement also, the restriction policy was in place. See, if you want to do anything on the coast, you don't get the maps, not even 50,000 map also. That was one of the major hurdles the industry has faced. And everywhere in the world, it is proved that 75% of the development takes place on the coast. And we don't give the coastal maps. And that was the policy. And I tried, and just before me, when Dr. Nag was the Surveyor General, he came with the policy of OSM and Open Series maps and Defense Series maps. So which have almost, in my tenure, it was completed. Because of that, we could publish 2 series of maps and we could meet the requirement of people to some extent. Fortunately, as I said, because of this technological advancement, now today, the requirement, see, if you have a base map of Survey of India, that is enough. People can, from then onwards, they can build and they can easily complete their job. And another agency, a private company, has also given immense boost to survey and mapping across the world. That is Google. See, Google directly or indirectly has helped the survey and mapping field immensely. Probably it has done so much good. It has done some bad also, which was a different thing. So much good, probably to every country in the field of survey and mapping. Today, at least, if you want to have some map, there is some map available to you. Anywhere in the world, you get a Google map. Maybe with some error, this thing, but it is available. And this has made people realize the importance of map and other things. Okay, that is one of the things that we have. And then coming to this, in the future, as I see it, like I have been even my post-retirement also, I have been active. I have been with many organizations as advisor or other things. It is that the drones are going to take the drones and survey, especially the GIS, is going to be it is going to get what they call something like an embedded technology. Okay, like maps. Today, we are seeing them as something, a separate entity. Tomorrow, we need not see them. They get embedded in the sense you want something automatically, the map it is understood that the map has been accommodated into the exercise. That kind of thing may come. And then the drones. The drones and survey are, I think they are like a hand in glove, a glove in hand or hand in glove, whatever, that kind of a thing. The gloves are suited, the drones are suited for the survey work in the best way. Say, using drones today, you'll be surprised to know that people are taking photographs and giving it, making observation of cracks in windmills, blades of the windmills without stopping the mill. Without stopping the windmill, drone is in it. The drones that are carrying good cameras are in a position to take photograph of their wings and give report of their status, their health. See, and the dam deformation studies where a man can't go, a drone goes and he takes the photograph. And with the latest, the technology available, you have onboard GPS, advanced GPS onboard the drone, you get almost the corrected data into your hand straight away, you process it, and it is of immense value, very accurate, not only mapping, you get an image map with which you can do lot many things. And this, particularly the drone field, is opening up immense opportunities to the young people of this country. Today, the drones, as we see, as we read in the papers and all, they are used in very limited fields. One is, say, survey, and then irrigation, agriculture. So agriculture, they say you can spray pesticides, you can do kind of thing, some kind of things like that. And then, of course, in events, taking photographs in the marriages and processions, etc. Then in policing and all. See, these are very few fields which have become popular and people are doing it. But believe me, the drones are going to open up sort of immense opportunities for the people. And today, yeah, I'll conclude. Another 2 minutes. Okay. See, it is going to open up immense opportunities, because if a person wants to start a sort of a drone unit today, hardly he needs maybe 15 lakhs or so. A drone at around 10-12 lakhs for the agriculture spraying and all. And then you have a vehicle and you're on the road and you can sustain yourself. You can support another two or three families. So this kind of opportunities, the drone and the survey field are opening up for the people. And GIS, GIS is going to be there forever. And then GIS is a multidisciplinary technology where computer science engineers, computer engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical, you name the field, doctors, everybody has a role to play, and it is going to be there, and it is going to give immense chances, open very good opportunities for the young people. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I conclude here, and I thank you all for your patient hearing. So, thank you, sir. Sir.
Thank you very much, sir, Subbarao Garu. So you have given very interesting lecture and elaborative lecture about the surveying, sir. You have started with the history of Survey of India and explained different types of surveying and revolutionary changes in the surveying, developments in the surveying, and how recently drones are more applicable in surveying, sir. So your lecture is very interesting. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks for you, sir, for your lecture.
Okay, thank you, Namaskar.
Now, once again, I request Professor Dr. Ramana Nayak Garu to introduce our chief guest, Professor Dr. Murali Krishna Iyenki.
Venkatatnam Garu, can you just share my screen? Venkatatnam.
Okay, so Srinivas is there, I think, sir. Srinivas Garu.
Srinivas Garu.
Yeah. Sir, Ramana Nayak
Okay,
Garu.
sir. Yeah, I'm following.
Introduce.
Yeah. Thank you, Chairman Sahab, for once again given one more opportunity to introduce my guru, my Professor Murali Krishna Iyenki. Sir,
I'm trying to share. It's not happening.
Sir, మీ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ కంప్లీట్ సార్. సార్ రమణ గారు మీరు ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ కంప్లీట్ చేయండి.
Yes. So Professor Dr. Murali Krishna Iyenki sir from Premier Institute of Indian Institute of Science, IISc Bangalore, is a presently Dr. Rajaramana Distinguished. Sir, can you hear me, sir? Dr. Rajaramana Distinguished Fellow.
Yes, you are audible, sir. Okay.
Yeah, at the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, India, and he served as a assistant professor in IIT Madras, 1976-79, senior scientist and head of the Marine Applications Division, National Remote Sensing Agency, Indian Space Research Organization, 1979 to 1987, professor and founder head of the Center for Special Information Technology, CSIT, at Jawaharlal Nehru Technology University, Hyderabad, JNT Hyderabad, 1992-2008, and director of JNT University Research and Development Center, 2005-2008, the national coordinator for the Geospatial Public Health, which is a national networking Government of India project. He is a professor and founder head of the Center for Special Information Technology, CSIT, JN to Hyderabad. And he did his doctorate PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, MTech from IIT Chennai, Madras. He has guided and co-guided so many 26 PhD and 152 MTech, MCA, and MSA area of geospatial technology and data analysis in the environmental management. He has served a guest scientist at German Space Research Center, DLR, and GKSS Research Center. His present research focus or on hyperspectral remote sensing, image classification, and geospatial public health management, and geospatial technology applications in the National Coordinator for Geo Public Health, which is a national networking Government of India project. He has published more than 50 papers in the journals and about 80 papers in the national and international conference. He has authored 2 books, Climate Change and Weather Modification Technologies, 2008, and Environment Management, Climate Change, and contributed 3 chapters in the publications. Thank you, sir. And once again, thanks to Chairman sir for giving this opportunity. Thank you, Professor Muralidharan, sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Professor Arun Naik, for your
Thank you.
introduction. Thank you. Thank you all. It is indeed my proud privilege to be on this National Survey Day to address some of the important people in this part of the world. And I'm privileged also to say I'm also a fellow of Institute of Surveyors and also past chairman of Institute of Surveyors, Hyderabad, long time, about 10 years back. So I consider it is a great privilege, and I fully acknowledge the details provided by the former Surveyor General of India, Swarna Subbarao Garu, and he has made a wonderful statement that future will be in embedded technology. That is what exactly, I will say he left it there, and this is what exactly is going to happen with the advancement and inclusion of some of the state-of-the-art technologies. And he rightly stated, today triangulation has become so simple or redundant with the advanced tools like a simple phone in your hand. So today the technologies of communication, navigation, and Earth observation have become very, very, very permanent, and also the means of getting the data, the means of getting communication, the means of getting the direction have become such simple, but we are flooded with a lot of data, and data is the new oil for us to fly to the moon and sun with success. It is in this particular situation we are talking about the surveying technology in deep tech era. Basically, when we say the technology of basically when we're talking about the technology in various methods, and our Surveyor General is formally started from almost from the day one of the survey, and he has ended with what is the current status where the drones are occupying the maximum share in carrying various operations to the surveying, as well as providing the state-of-art information. So the traditional land surveying, one of the very, very fundamental tools is the theodolite, and it is an optical instrument started almost in I think in 16th century, and followed by before that the chain surveying, and after that a predecessor to the theodolite is a transit. They are all the orders of the technology with immense craftsmanship of these continuous efforts, which almost reflected the dedication and skill of these surveyors to map the country on behalf of the custodians of this territory. So that is what exactly is the greatest support, the greatest tradition established by the first public, Government of India organization established as stated by our Surveyor General, the Survey of India. So these optical instruments allowed almost at the moment of surveyors to measure angles and also distances, and also with a remarkable precision or in terms of accuracy, and the type of groundwork for they established the typical groundwork for modern surveying practices. So considering these aspects, he was also telling about the precision agriculture related operations, wherein the virtual reference system, which was been referred in some parts of the country, and as a consequence of this, India has recently launched its own navigation satellite. The Navic 2 has been launched, and the GPS towers are being established by the government of India in a very, very significant manner. Where exactly are things happening? Ultimately, this is the thing. So, deep technology. What is this deep technology we're talking about it? Today, deep technology is one of the very common buzzword being used. So it is automatically understood. It's one of the most important tools of the knowledge, but it's based on knowledge, research, and entrepreneurship. It's not just a technology to write a paper and publish or submit a patent and leave it, but it is the technology which has to be follow the principles of deep design thinking. That means it is a technology pull, not technology push. Technology pull means you give a technology which is needed by the people, which is needed by the society in various fields of ultimately in agriculture, in environment, health, entrepreneurship, etc. So the deep technology automatically considered being defined as a technology that is based on significant, very significant rather, engineering advancements. It has got many, many challenges, and typical what you call as capital intensity is there, and also high technical risks are there. In a simple way, in a sense, what we call as deep technology is going beyond some sort of changing the additional technologies, changing the existing technologies, not that, but creating some sort of a disruptive solutions that have immense potential to transform any type of operations, either in industry or in the field, etc., to address major important societal needs of earth, environment, and people. So the examples of deep technology which are being stated are AI, biotechnology, quantum computing, advanced materials, robotics, aerospace, etc. In a sense, what we call deep tech is about taking science and turning it into tangible portions, tangible products, and also services. So what exactly you mean? I mean, when I say products and services series, the emphasis is you have to take the technology into a product or a process or customer satisfaction or a business development technology. These are the most important components which we termed as the deep, what you call as the tools of the technology in any manner, wherein the major aspect is the transfer of the technology, innovation, design thinking. They all form a very, very significant role. So we talked about this the deep technology and traditional land surveying. So now how it is happening? So what is happening in deep technology is how do you collect the data? How do you analyze the data? Where this data is going up, etc. So let us see how this type of traditional land surveying, the deep technology are enabling more efficient, accurate, comprehensive as products in terms of the taking forward the requirements, either in terms of managing earth resources or environment in a significant manner. The issues of modern surveying, which are all familiar to everyone, is a most important thing is traditionally boundary determination, title recognition, construction layout, etc. So here the infrastructure monitoring and 3D modeling, environmental monitoring happens to be also the additions to the traditional surveying in terms of acquisition of the data, in terms of the acquisition of the utilization of the software, etc. So while doing these modern surveying tools, what is happening is the advances in surveying technology have taken place significantly. As I was telling, NAVIC is one of the Indian navigation satellite, which has recently, a series of the satellites which has been launched, and GPS, GLONASS, they're all one of the oldest techniques. and UAV drones, which has been amply stated by earlier keynote speak, and mobile mapping systems, 3D laser scanning, and Internet of Things, because IoT sensors can be used to monitor several things. And it can be also, one of the most important aspects here is it can be integrated with surveying data. All this IoT data can be integrated with surveying data to provide a very, very significant comprehensive view of the environment. So while talking about these aspects of LiDAR or global navigation systems and drones, the tools of deep tech, most important tools of deep tech, like artificial intelligence and machine learning, because of the ability for data processing and analysis, and enabling faster and more accurate results. See, one of the most important aspects today, I'm not going to define what is AI, but I assume everybody knows about it. Knowing that what is the significant part of the issue of AI is it has got ability, because we are flooded with the data, descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics. That is the most important part of the entire development of the technology, deep tech era. The predictive analytics as well as followed by the prescriptive analytics. So that means you have the data, you may have a series of satellite imagery or aerial photographs, etc. You can use those photographs using the tools of artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. And today we are talking about Gen AI, LLMs, etc. LLMs can be designed. What is going to happen in terms of the land use, land cover, urban infrastructure, environment, water bodies, agriculture, floods, etc. What is the nearest thing based on the data? Because AI, the entire deep technology acts on, particularly AI acts on the data. Once whatever data you are giving, whatever amount of data you are given, it falls on the big data schedule, the ability to predict will be much more significant for any particular environment. While doing these things, what is the impact? What are the key AI of application? Let us give a simple case of just a very simple. I'm just giving 2 or 3 examples. It's a very vast program where AI can be applied. See, one of the most important things, aerial photo interpretation or satellite image, is the object detection. So automated object detection, that means the expert from Survey of India, which has got an excellent database and ability to interpret satellite and the aerial photographs, they all work and create a catalog of the objects. Once these catalogs of objects are created and fed into the system with all the aerial photographs, automatically you can use the tools of deep learning like convolutional neural networks or digital transforms, graphical neural networks to identify specific objects in aerial images with high accuracy. See, what happens, an individual expert, domain expert has trained the system, that his ability to train the system depends on his knowledge, and he is trained in a premier organization, Survey of India, to identify the object, and he trains the system. And this automates the process of digitizing infrastructure features, whatever object detection, etc. That happens. One of the very, very significant aspects of the technology, automated object detection. Automation means it becomes less involvement of the human being. That means automatically the entire technology, entire knowledge, it has gone into based on the inputs given by the domain expert, the surveyor. The domain expert is the surveyor. So automatically it can take forward when future images have given in a time series analysis. So the other one is ultimately the semantic segmentation, because the field of semantic segmentation is one of the very, very important things. If any student is here, I want to encourage him to work on the semantic segmentation in the aerial imageries, which is advancing very, very rapidly, because the tools of deep learning, computer vision, and tools of geospatial technology are getting merged, and wherein the semantic segmentation can give some of the very important features for him for object detection. As AI algorithms are used to classify each pixel in the aerial image. That's what it says. And you can go the very, very significant manner the detection of these objects. While talking about these aspects, what is happening here is, so an example of deep tech application for aerial photo interpretation. I will not read out much, but it is a very fascinating. This particular slide is put to motivate some of the young scholars who are present in this program or later. So because the semantic segmentation is a very crucial technique in the field of computer vision. So we need a domain expert like surveyor and data IT specialist integrated together. The borders between the technology of surveying and the IT are blurred. You cannot say this is surveying, this is IT. They are getting merged. That is what the deep technology for the surveying is telling, that classifying each pixel in image according to its semantic category. Ultimately, you can utilize the tools of deep learning and convolution network, and research and development can make significant advancements in achieving precise what you call as segmentation of aerial image. The process of segmentation is to identify an object. So typically for a few hundred years, it is being identified by an individual and training the system, training the computer. It is going as per that particular image, but there is no way of automatic processing of the future data based on what it has been trained by the earlier data. So now this is possible with the tools of AI, machine learning, and deep learning. So the semantic segmentation provides pixel level classification of objects. That is very, very important, because any imagery, any aerial imagery or satellite imagery, the objective is to classify, to identify the objects. And deep learning techniques such as CNN, and today CNN is also one of the oldest. Now today emerging thing recently is the graphical neural networks. GNN has come up very fast and have revolutionized the image analysis in aerial imagery. So the challenges in semantic segmentation include, one of the important things, which I already stated also by my friend Subbarao Garu, availability of data is one of the very crucial things, and this is being addressed in several forums. And as he rightly stated, the new map policy, open series, etc., will certainly facilitate this type of analysis in a much more accelerated manner. And some more attachments are needed, certainly, but this is going to happen with DST, Survey of India, and other academic bodies and research organizations and industry, Confederation of Industry, coming together for a meaningful dialogue in terms of availability of the data. While we talked about so far what exactly is the issue of the deep learning, we understood deep learning means the technology developed and also made into a product or a process that is delivered to a society or a government department, so that it acts as a very, very powerful manner. So I just give 2 or 3 examples here, which we are recently done. Is Bangalore using LiDAR and AI. Bangalore's rapid expansion has led to complex land management aspects, and this is where the deep technology has been used. Mobile LiDAR systems have been used, and AI-powered change detection. See, ultimately, here a series of aerial photographs and satellite images have been used and trained the system. And the artificial intelligence algorithms are employed here to analyze some sort of a time series LiDAR data and also satellite imagery. And one of the other important things is here, the tools of machine learning are used to identify the new changes, like constructions, encroachments, and any changes in the existing structures. So this deep tech application has created good impact. This has created impact. It has got potential to impact also for improved what you call as land records. In terms of accuracy of the land records, you can improve it. Blockchains is one of the deep tech application, and urban planning. Then how do you reduce the encroachments as an application, and how do you manage the resources in a better manner? This is a specific application which is relevant for urbanizing, for observing the urbanization patterns in metropolis, as a case study we are seeing here in a city like Bangalore. So these are the things that we are happening at this point of the time. So where exactly these things happen, why it's happening, is a case of application of the deep technology. So we have just seen a simple case study. I have got about 5 case studies, which requires about 3 hours to talk about it. But any student, if he is here, he can send me a mail. I'll be happy to share the details also. So what is the impact? We are talking so far about the deep technology. We said this is great, this is what is happening. So what is the impact of the deep technology? It is in the surveying domain. Increased accuracy and precision. Survey deals with accuracy and precision, and the professional surveyors are doing since last 200 years great efforts in improving the accuracy and precision. Precision and accuracy are the two important things in surveying, and a lot of changes have taken place thanks to the technology. And this further improves, the deep tech tools significantly improve the accuracy of surveying measurements further to what is happening, being done in a traditional manner, using the tools, using the conventional tools, as well as the other tools of the image processing and digital photogrammetry. And here the other important aspect is the what you call as improved safety. That is one important aspect which has been created, and enhanced efficiency, automation, efficiency and service. That is what is important thing is happening. And this particular safety, accuracy and precision happen to be 3 significant parameters which are measurable, observable and transferable in terms of application of the deep technology and demonstration of the impact of the deep technology. So the other one is the data richness. What we call as data richness is provides more important information is provided through the processing, and this helps better decision making, because large amount of data combined with the tools of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has got predictive analytics, prescriptive analytics. There are 2 things. See, normally you have a data, you try to use it simple, statistically, you can predict it. But the knowledge of the terrain goes into the system through the various methods. And while doing that, it has got ability to, suppose I want to locate a particular retail shop in this area. Is it suitable in terms of the population, in terms of the availability, in terms of the marketability, in terms of the real estate? All those things can be combined and make a better decision making for a better decision with an informed, decision manner. What happens in a particular thing is it should be a product or a process for somebody to start an industry and what you call as to become an entrepreneur. So here the whole emphasis is how a technology can be transferred and used for a person who is ambitious, who is anxious, who is passionate to become an entrepreneur. While doing this, the tools, again, I was telling is, you should not think about technology, giving technology. You should always think about what technology is needed. That means technology pull is important, not technology push. That is the basic rider in deep tech is technology pull, design thinking. How you can do those specific things matters a lot. So this is leading to what? For example, aerial photo interpretation, the challenge. We are seeing here a challenge of aerial photo interpretation. What is happening? The traditional aerial photo interpretation for infrastructure mapping we are doing. So roads and buildings are identified. So manual identification has been done. Then rapidly updating the maps. These are some of the challenges being faced by the aerial photo interpreter in terms of delivering a product or needed by his client. So, but the tool of the specific tool of deep tech has got one of the important aspects here while doing that, because it can be implemented on AI-powered systems. Again, I was telling deep learning algorithms and CNN and which automatically helps you to object detection in aerial photographs. So what has been done by an expert all these years by transferring his knowledge to the system. Computer has no brain. It gets trained by the expert. The expert surveyor from Survey of India or other organization sits and trains the system and for the object detection, and automatically it detects when you give a new aerial picture, new satellite image to detect the ideas. So the trained AI model can automatically identify and delineate objects in new aerial photographs. That is that means what happens here? The automation gives certainly saves time and cost and information in a much more comprehensive, cost-effective manner. That is the advantage of this technology, and this provides enormous opportunities for the entrepreneurship of youngsters who are looking for the startups, etc. So now we talked about the issue of specifically about photogrammetry. That's what our Surveyor General also said, former Surveyor General, about the digital photogrammetry. So how the photogrammetry is going to change? Is it going to...
Krishna garu, we have to wind up, sir, please.
Yeah. Just I'll take 5 minutes more. Okay, I'll just... Increase in automation with AI, drones, and in essence, the deep tech era is making photogrammetry more accurate, efficient, and accessible its applications. I will just want to call in the digital photogrammetry, we should talk in terms of deep tech photogrammetry. That is what exactly is the issue. Now, so the revolutionizing the survey profession, this deep technology is integration of deep tech advancement is enabling more efficient, accurate, and comprehensive survey data acquisition analysis, leading to the formation of a new subject I'm just defining here for the academic institutions. Surveying tech data analytics is going to become one of the most important subjects today, integrating the data analytics, deep technology, and surveying technology. Those are the important things. That is what exactly is the issue. So modern technologies like GPS, etc., helped a lot, and the synergy between the old and new technologies is going to happen, ensuring the surveying continues to evolve while paying homage to its rich heritage. That is what exactly is important. So what is emerging is deep tech photogrammetry plus surveying data analytics, what we call as the emerging and most important thing. And we need the technical manpower. We need the education institutions to take this and train the people, because surveying is being taught separately. The IT sectors are being separately. Now today, surveying technology and photogrammetry and IT should be combined, and new academic programs have to be designed. I have designed and joined to you the surveying technology about 10 years back. So that is jointly with the Survey of India. So this is how with the future survey tech engineering education has to move in a right direction to provide the necessary manpower to the society. Thank you, Sarve Janas Sukhino Bhavantu. That is the ultimate saying. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So I express my sincere and profound thanks to Professor Dr. Murali Krishna Iyengar garu for his excellent lecture about deep technology, sir. You have explained very well about the AI applications, what is the deep technology, how it can be applied in case of surveying, and particularly case studies you have taken, and what is the impact of this deep technology, particularly in improving the precision, accuracy, safety, which are measurable, observable, and transferable, sir. And also how to integrate the 3 latest technologies for the betterment in surveying. So once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks for you, sir, for your more informative and interesting lecture. Thank you, sir.
Chairman sir, once again, congratulations to both Subbarao sir and great Dhanyawadalu. Good topic.
Thank you.
One
Thank you,
question, sir. One question. In olden days, there were yardsticks for physical surveying. Is there any yardsticks prepared for the new technology?
Rashtriya garu.
Sir, Murali Krishna, sir.
Yeah, this time I thought there is no time. Okay, anyway, it's okay. Please repeat your question.
Sir,
That's my ad
pardon?
stick for new technology. Ad stick means what?
Yes, sir. As per the deep technology, what is the rate, cost criteria, and other things, sir?
These are all very elaborate things, sir. We can always discuss. I don't say this is the right forum. Actually, I have a lot of things to convey, more technical things with the chairman. I closely.
Prepared or not? Prepared or not? Are they ready?
No, they are there.
Everything is available. Everything is available. Technology is available. Cost effectiveness is available. Cost components are available. What is needed is utilization of the technology by both through a synergy between a surveyor and IT specialist joining together. And ultimately, you are telling ad stick. Ad stick is basically the tools of deep technology have got its own ad stick, mainly in terms of taking the past data and ultimately validate the data and prove the data. Design thinking, ideation, prototyping, validation. All the three components take place in that. So that becomes the yardstick for any of these technologies, and surveying technology has no exception in terms of the application of these new tools. Thank you.
Sir, that is Venkatramana Garu, sir, the man who worked in ladder survey in College project.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good question.
Namaste, sir. Namaste. I know.
Okay, sir. Now I request, sir. Okay, sir. Now I request Dr. K. Sitaram Babu Garu to propose a vote of thanks.
Chairman Garu, oka chinna request and this is Major Shivakiran Geomap Society.
Yes, sir.
Just wanted to thank the former Survey General of India, Subbarao Garu, who agreed at the last minute, and it was a very nice lecture. National Survey Day was always being observed by my father, Mr. G.S. Kumar Garu Mundu. So thank you to Institute of Engineers for keeping up the tradition of holding this. And as Professor Murali Krishna Garu said, survey is the only way of Survey Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Very nice, and thank you so much. And it was an honor listening to both of them today.
Not in practical. Survey Jana Sukhino Bhavantu, it is not in practical.
Let me say,
for anything, time is required, sir. Immediately we can't expect. In future, it is used for Survey Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Positively, we have to think.
Sir, the cup is half full. I believe in saying cup is half full, not cup is half empty. That is my goal.
Yes, sir.
I don't look into the gaps. What is available, I have to see. See, Kumar has almost 20 years we worked together on Survey Day. And he is my, what you call as, certainly a force which makes me, that's why I've written also to your National Survey Day. National Survey Day means I always remember G.S. Kumar.
Yeah, great man.
Oh, great man, sir. Yes, sir. Sitaram Babu Garu.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. I think probably Murali Krishna Garu suggested us to have a 1 day or half a day, sir. I think probably next time,
sure,
as
we'll
definitely have a half a day or 1 day, sir. Next time we'll plan it, sir.
That will be better. That will be better.
Okay, okay, sir. We thank Dr. S. Subbarao Garu, former Survey General, Survey of India, for having accepted to grace this occasion as a keynote speaker, and thanks to Shivakiran Garu for having brought him in and such a wonderful lecture. I think even substantiating this with his knowledge, Professor Murali Krishna Garu, INK Garu has added value to the entire session. I think one of the wonderful sessions that IE has done in the recent past, sir. Two great personalities sitting and expressing and sharing their knowledge. And we also thank the chairman of the Institute of Engineers, Dr. G. Venkat Subbaiah Garu, and the convener of the event and the joint secretary, honorary secretary, Rama Garu, for having made this event a grand success, sir. I think we should also acknowledge some of the prominent figures, sir. Though we have taken their names earlier, but later part, so some of the personalities have joined, sir. G. Rameshwar Rao Garu, Dr. P. Srinivas Rao Garu, Mohammad Hussain Garu, and Dr. Gajanan Garu, Rashekar Garu, SLN Shastri Garu, and Venkatramana Garu. Thank you very much, sir. It's a wonderful lecture, sir. I think probably, as we said, we'll stand to it. We'll try to have a half a day session the following year, sir. And with this,
Mr. Devendra Rao. Devendra Rao is the Chief Engineer NWDA. He also joined.
Devendra Rao Garu, thank you for your participation. Thank you for your participation, sir. It's a wonderful lecture for having you all in such a wonderful session. Before we wind up, sir, I appreciate all to stand for the national anthem, sir. Thank you so much. Ratnam garu.
जनगण मन अधिनायक
जनमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. And thanks to one and all.
Good night all.
Subbarao-ji, one request, don't play the Janagana Mana. We can sing, anybody, one can sing.
Rama Sahib, no Rave, God, disturb Jeku, Ra.
Don't
Yes,
play the
I-
record. For God's sake, don't play the record. Next time, Janagana Mana, we should learn it first. National anthem.
Okay,
Nobody
sir,
is-
we can sing also.
Don't play.
Right,
My
right.
request.